It's less than, it's conjunction. Very good. So it's and in the middle. Who can tell me the two inequalities? The same exact way we've been doing. Yes, Danielle?
2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 7, and 2x minus 3 is greater than or equal to -7.
Very good. So this is really exactly the same way. Now, just because you have 2x, you know, it's not that much different. You just have to now do something. Now, what do I do? Course, Dieter? Not right now. You should do what first before you divide it by 2? Add 3, then divide 2, right? Everybody go ahead and try it. See what you get. Yes, it's exactly the same thing. It's just now they have some coefficients. By the way, do you think my center will be at 3? No, it would not be. Because it's not x by itself, is it? It's not 1x. It's 2x. So, and do you think the distance between the, guys, do you think the distance between the center and those solutions is going to be less than or equal to 7? No, it would not be less than or equal to 7 either. What'd you get?
I got x is less than or equal to 5, and x is greater than or equal to -2.
That's what I got too. And notice my center, guys. My center is not 3. As you can see, it's actually 3 over 2. Is that right? Isn't the center between 5 and -2 3 over 2?
Yeah.
Right? How do you actually find the center of the 2 point? You? Yeah. Add the 2 and divide it by 2. Right. And is the distance between 3 over 2 to -2 and 5, is it less than or equal to 7? No, isn't it half of that? 7 over 2? If you look at it carefully, isn't it half of it? So if the x is not really 1 here, okay, the coefficient of the x is not 1, right, it doesn't really work, right, the center and distance. But, watch this. Can I show you another way of actually doing this? Watch this. You may like this method better. Here's another way of looking at this, okay. We have exactly the same problem. What I do inside the absolute value is, could I factor out a positive 2 from the 2x minus 3 if I wanted to? Yeah, why would I want to do that? Because if I do, first of all, what do I get if I factor out a negative? If I factor out a 2 from the, yeah, Berge?
2
times?
Yeah, x minus
3 halves. Now, why would I want to even do this? Because now, look at my coefficient of the x. It is 1. You see how it's 1 now? So look. When I do this, first of all, what is the absolute value of 2? It is just 2. So could I just rewrite it as absolute value of 2 is, which is 2 really? And guess what I'm going to do next? Don't I want the absolute value by itself on the left side? So what am I going to do next? Divide both sides by 2, right? You see how I divide both sides by 2? Because absolute value of 2 is really just 2, isn't that right? Huh? Yeah, look at this second method. You might like this actually better. And then look what happens. Is this harder? Okay, then you may not like this method. But this is a nice example. Let me show you why. After this, guys, look. Don't I just get, look at my first original absolute value inequality. It becomes 1x minus 3 over 2 less than or equal to 7 over 2, right? And where's my center? Then now this is 1. My center is at 3 over 2. How far do I go? Less than or equal to? What? 7 over 2. Oh, wait. So that's why we get the same exact graph. Really? Yeah, just different way of looking at this. I'm basically making this coefficient of the x to be 1. And in order to do that, look what I'm doing. I'm factoring out a 2 from this. Right, guys? Does this make sense? If you don't believe me, multiply it back. What's 2 times x? 2x. What's 2 times 3 over 2? 3. Yeah, isn't this what I get? Any question? Are we good? Okay, now, what if they give you this? Guys, I don't want you to mess up, that's why. Your homework, they give you, this one is a little bit tricky because, okay, so somebody tell me the 2 inequalities I get. Yeah, question. Who could tell me the 2 inequalities? Let me show you why people mess up on this. Okay. Who could tell me what I get? 2 inequalities? Kate, can you tell me the two inequalities I get from this?
10 minus 2x is greater than or equal to 6.
Yeah.
10 minus 2x is less than or equal to 9x.
And is it and or in the middle? It's greater, so it's or. Now, you say, well, Mr. Wong, that's the same thing as we've been doing. Nothing different, right? Well, watch this. Let's just solve the first one, okay? What do you do to solve the first inequality? You subtract 10, so you get what?
Now you switch the sign.
Yeah, negative 2x greater than or equal to negative 4. Now, I cannot tell you how many times people forget to. Yeah, when you divide by 2 or multiply by negative, what do you have to do with the inequality symbol? Remember, you have to flip it. So that's why they get kind of tricky, okay? So if they ever give you this one, make sure if you're multiplying or dividing both sides by negative, make sure you do that. Same thing for the right side. You understand? So that's why I wanted to show you this example. Okay. Do you want me to finish this up or you got this? You want me to finish it up? So, oh, you want to do it yourself? Okay, that's fine. Good.